What we got here is failure to communicate. You just hold on, Daisy.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB. And yesterday I did a video on the rumors that were circulating about Triple G Gennady Golovkin being offered a fight with none other than Terence Crawford in Saudi Arabia. Now, a lot of you guys weren't too keen on that fight. You guys voiced your opinions on it. A lot of you guys were under the assumption that Triple G is retired, but he said he wasn't retired after the Canelo fight, so that's one thing. But he is older. I think he's, what, 42 if I'm not mistaken. You know, he's past his prime. And a lot of you just don't want to entertain that fight. A lot of you guys want to see him fight Boots or Virgil Ortiz. And we know that Crawford, well, we know that Turki Al-Sheikh said that Crawford may retire if he doesn't get the Canelo Alvarez fight. So it just led me to the conclusion that, you know, fighting Virgil Ortiz, the likes of Boots, that doesn't really get his motor running. But a big fight with Canelo Alvarez, of course, is a big payday. Is a legacy fight. And he's at the point of his career now, you know, it's all about his legacy. And I understand why those fights don't really, you know, float his boat. I don't want him to retire. You guys know that. You know, I'm a big Crawford fan. I would rather, if he didn't get the Canelo fight, I would rather him get the winner of Errol Spence versus Sebastian Fundora and capture that belt and get the winner of the Tim Tszyu fight. Who's the IBF champion? I can't think of his name right now, but I think he's fighting Tim Tszyu in October, if I'm not mistaken. I would rather him go for undisputed at 154 if he can't get the big fight with Canelo Alvarez. That's what I really want. But I do understand why, you know, that feels lackluster to him by, you know, if he doesn't get the Canelo fight and has to fight those guys. I understand that. But my thing with him fighting Triple G, I think he should fight Triple G under one circumstance. And I did mention that. Only if he gets the Canelo Alvarez fight. And the reason I would entertain that fight, even though that's something, you know, I never really asked for or never really entertained, is because Triple G's been in the ring with Canelo 3 times. Triple G has fought at 168. That one time when he fought Canelo. And I think it would be a good measuring stick for Crawford to see how well, you know, he pits himself up against a Canelo Alvarez. And I think that's just, you know, I think that's a good enough reason to face Triple G, in my opinion. He's, you know, he's not in his prime. You know, he's a little bit over the hill. His best days are behind him. And Crawford can use him as a measuring stick before going into a fight with Canelo Alvarez. So I think that only makes sense. And it's not because I think, you know, it's a fight that people want to see. I just think it's a necessary evil for Crawford to get his feet wet fighting a guy who's been at 168. That's all. That's the only point I was trying to make in that. You know, I don't think he should just be fighting people just to be fighting people. You know, I think there should be a method to his madness in this later stage of his career. But anyway, I just wanted to clear that up. I understand some of you guys don't want to entertain that fight. I know some of you guys love Boots. You want to see him fight Boots. But let's face it, guys. Boots really does nothing for his career right now. Boots says he wants to be undisputed at 147. Victor Ortiz, he's not beating Crawford. It's not really a huge challenge in my opinion. But Canelo Alvarez, if he can get that fight, that's a huge challenge. That's a huge challenge, and it's, you know, it's a legacy fight. It's a big money fight, and you can't knock the guy for wanting that. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, I would entertain the Triple G fight if he does get a Canelo Alvarez fight. But that's just me. But anyway, you guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.